And
I'm not!
And he's not. He's Dave of the Dead channel.
Correct.
I'm getting on YouTube to check things. This is Everything Superman, where we just talk kind of like, I guess, kind of casually about everything we know Superman. Comic books, TV shows. Yeah, I can hear myself echo in your...
Yeah, I was bringing up the chat on my phone, and
your mic is a little pop rocky, by the way. Just like when you did that. This is like you hear a bunch of popping.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, thanks. Also, I want to say thank you for 50 extra subscribers to the channel. I have made it to 121 subscribers, bro. Thank you. And people who follow my channel on PlayStation, thank you very much as well. But go subscribe to me, seriously. But anyways, this is Everything Superman. We're gonna probably casually talk about just our feelings and what we think about various different Superman things as we go through the years of Superman stuff. TV shows, movies, actors. We can even talk about stuff like favorite villains, why. Comic books.
Let's not talk about a recent video game.
Yes, we will not talk about a recent video game that killed the Justice League in really stupid ways. We will not talk about that game. Is that game, by the way, is that game's comic books even selling? I was in the comic book store and like their comics.
Tie-ins?
It does. Its second issue is out right now.
I have no idea.
Yeah. It has a tie-in.
I don't think anyone's buying them.
I've never heard about it until I saw it in store, and it doesn't look like they're being sold. Yeah, nobody gives a crap. Sorry.
Anyways.
If you know what we're talking about, that is. This is ready up here.
Oh, they know.
I'll do the typical Superman costume. He's dressed as his superhero persona. He has Superman, but he wanted to do his, like, Bizarro.
Bizarro!
Yeah.
This is the closest
I was obsessed with Bizarro.
And I have blue
I'll get to that later.
For the freeze eyes.
Let's start with, so technically we would have to start with Superman started out as a short story that technically I think originated even before Action Comics #1, back in 1936, I believe. But the official publishing, when DC or whatever got a hold of it, or was Action Comics #1 in 1938. And then Batman was after that. But we're not talking about Batman. You had your sunshine, your shining moment.
Okay,
whatever.
You plugged your headset back in, right?
What?
I heard Action Ca and then something, and then you had whatever.
No, I've been talking this whole time.
There was like dead air on my end for a sec. I think it was probably just while you were loading the game. Then.
Is it the stream? I think the stream.
No, it was. It was in the game. I think it was just while you were loading.
Oh, okay. I'm getting up the... By the way, it'll have the ElfQuest as the frickin' thumbnail. That's just because I have ElfQuest in general. I'm
gonna land here. I'm not gonna bother getting the medal, but
so don't mind that. It'll change after it's actually published onto the channel. After we're done
I'm gonna land here. I have the level up quest pack where I just have to like go through all the rings and get level ups.
Is that the box is open? What's in the box?
Yep. Evil.
But let's start with, I actually have an Action Comics #1. I can't find it for the love of me. You should check if I accidentally put it in with one of your comics somehow. Which I doubt, because there's a bunch of other comics that apparently I don't know where the frick they went. There's like a couple Harley Quinn comics. I think there's some Catwoman. And then there's some Alien comic books, and I have no clue how the frick those are missing, because that's quite a few. And it's just like, what the hell? I haven't played in a little bit, so I might be a bit rusty.
Oh, did you already?
Crap!
Did you already defeat this boss in the last couple weeks?
I have not.
Okay, so that's one of the weeklies, or the takedown challenges.
Oh, there's definitely people inside. Let's start with George. Let's start with good old George Reeves. I was just watching a video on him. I already kind of knew this stuff beforehand, but I'm gonna heal myself. I think there's an entire team, by the way.
Yeah, an entire two-person team.
Yep, an entire two-person team.
Hold on a sec. I'm just gonna run around the edge because the rings are just here.
Yeah. But yeah, I was looking at something with George Reeves, where he's got like one of the most mysterious deaths. People think he was murdered. Some think that it was, you know, he killed himself. There's a lot of different things behind it. And then there's, like, of course, Spawn, the Curse of Superman, that everybody calls it, where there's just, like, a curse on the role of playing Superman.
I'm down because of a flamingo with a submachine gun.
Damn flamingos!
This boss keeps chasing the guy, and I wanted to take him out before he killed the boss. By the way, the boss is right around the corner from me in this exact doorway. Like, right here. He's kind of, like, stuck in place, so if you could bring, like, a grenade or something, it'd be the best. Or not. He's gonna get him, probably. Might want to hurry. For your quest. Oh, there's your teammate.
Oh,
well, your quest didn't happen, did it?
I don't really care about the quest.
Well, whatever. Okay. Be like that. I'm questing. I'm questing all over the place.
I'll pick you up in a sec.
Questing.
You know what, I'm gonna put a frickin' turret on this guy's body.
I do want to find all the mosaic tiles, though. Because when you find all the tiles, you get the mosaic a loading screen.
Yeah.
I don't have much left for the quests under the Odyssey stuff, but...
Oh yeah, he found my gun. I hear him changing ammo and crap.
Why are we just getting outplayed by spraying today?
He was using a shotgun.
I mean, I guess, but...
I'm back at the menu. I'm now watching that flamingo ass. Why is it the turtle background? I just changed it to Superman. It didn't frickin' save, apparently. And the turtle background's better anyways. But I changed it to Superman, I swear. Yeah, right there. It's frickin' change the Superman. Here, I'll save it. Let's save it to this one. There. Anyways. George Reeves. I was able to watch some episodes thanks to Tubi as well. Mm-hmm. But George Reeves was fitting for the part. I know he didn't make much money back then from that role, and he was having a hard time trying to find other roles. I do like this one time. It was actually featured in a movie where Ben Affleck played as him, where a kid came up to him from this crowd and pointed a real gun at him and said, "Can you really like deflect bullets?" And like George Reeves, to defuse the situation, He was like, yes, it would bounce off of me, but it would also ricochet and hurt somebody within the crowd in order to, like, that was a good way of, like, showing the kid that there was other danger that he was putting people in risk of.
Mm-hmm.
That it wasn't just like, even if he did work, it would ricochet and hurt someone. So he used something very quick and witty,
Genius.
I guess you could say.
Because it's like, the kid is just an idiot. It wasn't his intention to hurt anyone, clearly. So
Well,
he's not going to hurt someone that way.
Yeah. I'd also have to ask who the hell left their gun somewhere that their little kid was able to frickin' get their hands on it.
I mean, considering that was like barely after World War II.
Yeah, that's true.
No idea, man.
He was also, I think he was also drafted into War II, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, he also apparently did some like training videos that he kind of acted for in the war.
Mm-hmm.
So he even showed his acting talents there. I do know he was in Gone with the Wind. I just don't remember what character he plays.
He plays the wind.
Super fart.
Oh, it's funny.
But yeah, I thought he was okay. He was an okay Superman. A lot of people looked up to him, and he was famous. Not rich, but famous. But yeah, he's mostly known for like his mysterious death and such. There's a lot of, oh my gosh, it's still not the Superman background. He's known for a lot of different things around his Superman role. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. It was a serial back in the day that was fun with him as Superman. And I thought it was a good job for the time. I love watching, there's color versions that you can find of the show, and it's so interesting seeing a lot of those black and white shows turn to color. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. But moving on.
Interesting trivia about color stuff, right? So colorizing. There is like AI colorizing stuff these days too. So things that originally didn't have a colorized version have the potential to have representations of what it could have looked like colorized.
Yeah.
And only a couple months ago, there was a very, very short-lived hoax on Reddit about I'm gonna land like here because I need to come up with somewhere to land. The original first television appearance of Ultraman, even.
That's not Superman. That's Ultraman.
Correct, but the lore behind that is interesting because that never. It was before the first episode, which was in color, right? But the show before it, Ultra Q, was not in color. It was black and white, and there was never like color versions of that. But there was like this TV special where he showed up for the first time, like on a set or whatever. It was like the Birth of Ultraman special or whatever, and before the premiere. So that was all black and white, and there was someone claiming to have found or to have been able to access a master of a color version of it, which was never aired, never existed. And it was pretty easy to diffuse what they were saying.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing that's interesting about these things that are just old black and white, is that they can be colorized. But the way that they look right now is, like, things are made to look like that as well, right? Like, to represent black in black and white footage, they use red, for example, you know?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeet.
So it's very, very interesting.
This is my way of saying yes for anybody that doesn't know.
Yikes.
We will say yeet a lot as a form of saying yes.
Because it's silly.
Yes, I mean yeet.
You know what? I've been
It's like
burned.
who's
I've been
on
burned by
first
the
all of a
Nemesis
sudden.
AR today. I'm gonna use the Striker and the Enforcer only.
Yeah. I think the next series was the 60s anime. Is it 60s? Yeah, I think it's 60s animated series, which I've been watching on YouTube the whole thing, and I think I own episodes of it as well.
I think I have
The
some.
one scene I remember was frickin' Lois Lane with a Tommy gun.
Yeah.
Out the window of a train firing at these guys in this armored car. I was like, holy frick, I know she's a damsel in distress depicted in these, but she has her moments.
Oh, always. And like another slightly out of place tokusatsu trivia. Japanese Spider-Man. You know how there's the memes of that scene where he's got a Tommy gun like shooting up someplace?
Okay.
Yeah, it was just destroying a lab. He wasn't actually like shooting at anyone. He was just destroying a lab. And when I found that out, it was kind of disappointing, but also, oh, that makes sense then. Because it's only disappointing because it's not as funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like sprayed down like a meth lab or something. Not really.
I love that we were bringing our shields almost all the way up, like, at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Quest.
actors who played in the original
Quest
cartoon
umbrellas.
animated show, but yeah, it's also animated well. There was a dinosaur episode too that was like, well, if you wanted to see Godzilla versus other than the recent comics, Godzilla versus Justice League.
Umbrellas down here?
Well, here's your chance back then. But I do enjoy the original. It's something fun for its time, and I love older cartoons. There's a great charm and personality to them that I always like. I'm gonna break all your windows by the... Oh, damn it, I can't... That's right, this is only a two-seater.
Let me get the other window. Because here's the trick, if you're holding the left trigger while you get in... Oh, it doesn't work this time. Or at least not with that. Let me try again.
Can't break the front window.
Maybe they fixed it this season. Or maybe it just doesn't work with this car.
Yeah.
Because I know with the sedans, if you were holding... Oh, maybe... No. Okay, it's because that has a scope, right? Okay. Oh, no, they fixed it! They fixed it! I remember holding like left trigger to aim when you got into it, and it would break the window.
You want to search this building?
Yeah, I guess. I gotta destroy stairs, so...
Ooh, big pots. I'm glad I came in here then. Ba-ba-da! But anyways, I don't think there's too much to talk about with the animated show. It's just kind of a fun show for the time.
That's 1 out of 10 stairs.
Because they didn't really have many... Somebody's here.
Okay. Hey, you got him.
Oh, I definitely need help. That is our football dude.
Oh, they're coming.
Oh, they got a bot with them. Oh my gosh. They're both at the door. Oh, never mind. The other one's going around. The other one's coming at you.
Ah!
Oh. Wow.
Frenzy, of course.
Should we ready up here or go to the menu?
Yeah, just do it.
Ready up
Remember, underperforming.
You look like Green Lantern in the picture.
I know, that's the default
always
for
does,
the...
Yeah, it always does the Green Lantern looking ass. Comic book wise, I don't think we're reaching the more significant Superman stuff. I think we'll talk, because I'm not as super knowledgeable, pun intended, in a lot of the comic books that I am with a lot of the series and such.
Do you have a copy of Action Comics 1000?
I would have to check. I would have to check.
It was only from a couple years ago, like
Yeah.
5 years ago, maybe.
Oh, maybe I don't then. Because
Yeah,
I haven't bought
I highly
much
suggest
Superman in
finding a
while.
variant because they had like variants based on like every decade of Superman and more.
Yeah.
It was like an anthology issue or whatever. So they had like a couple small stories. So it was really nice. It's really good, and
Yeah.
I think it was like $8 cover price.
My
So it shouldn't be too much
brother was
considering
a
how
big
many of them they
fan
sold.
of.
But if you
Yeah.
find one of the covers that you really like, definitely pick it up. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
I think I might have an 80s cover or a 90s cover, but it looks amazing. It's themed around that era, or probably 80s. But it's themed around that era. It's just really good. You're
Yeah.
gonna find a cover that you're so happy with that it's worth it, and
Yeah.
you'll read it too.
But yeah, I think Christopher Reeves is next. Is Christopher Reeves next?
Yeah.
78? Yeah. That's when the first movie came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
1978. Yeah, Superman with Christopher Reeves, and can talk about all 4 movies. Oh yeah, there's also the Superboy. I don't know if I want to mention Superboy and the Supergirl. I honestly don't remember much from Superboy at all. It's kind of a meh.
We're not
And
nostalgia critic.
Yeah.
We don't remember
Supergirl,
it, so you don't
watched,
have to. We try to forget.
I watched the Supergirl movie from the perspective of a nostalgia critic, both his first viewing and his review. That movie looks like a fun time in a bad way.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad it's good. I love that he's like, was this a porn movie at some point? And they changed it into a Supergirl film? in the process of like making it. But
Sounds
yeah,
like a good movie to me.
I think that's at least worth mentioning, and it was supposed to take place somewhat within the same universe as Christopher Reeve's Superman. What the hell? Oh.
That was totally worth doing, because I wouldn't want to climb up that whole tower and be disappointed.
I've been having a bad cough, bro. Hopefully it goes away soon. I just want
to bounce on umbrellas.
Not me, please.
Oh, wait. I saw someone get eliminated right there.
There's people coming up from 2... Oh wait, that's the bot. So somebody is over here, definitely. Oh.
Look down that.
Oh,
guy here?
There's a guy right here by me. Waiting for them to break this.
Oh, I'm getting domed, bro.
What? Really? I'm coming.
These guys are better than me. It's not fair. I'm not bad anymore. This guy's got a funny username.
Where is this dude? Okay, one's clearly in his building. Let's hope he didn't... God.
I get killed by a guy named Cornbrad, so I'm laughing. I'm not mad. Hey, that's him. Thank you for eliminating Cornbrad.
There's a guy still above me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, what a frick! Oh, god damn it, I couldn't switch my gun in time. Frick.
I had a feeling he'd be there.
Purple pistol. Man, we are doing terribly, brah. I am not on my
That's
game
okay.
today. I am not on my game today. I know we got killed by a Marvel character, or kind of. It's not really Star-Lord. It's
An
just a
attempt at Star-Lord.
dude. Yeah, it's cosplaying basically. Yeah, Christopher Reeves, bro. This is where the meat comes in. Christopher
New
Reeves.
voicemail. No one called me.
Christopher Reeves, other than Dean Cain, is the perfect Superman. He is what you see as the true Superman when you think of Superman. Just like Hugh Jackman with Wolverine, just like Michael Keaton with Batman. It's like, this is the hero come to life. It's unfortunate what happened to him later in life with the horse accent.
It's unfortunate what happened to Dean Cain later in life too.
We don't talk about that. Any of it. But yeah, fantastic freaking Superman. One of the freaking best, bruh. I rewatched the first and second Superman again, and I'm like, I think the first one is the best movie of the original trilogy. Because I have flaws with the second one because there's two cuts of it. In either cut of the film, I have equal amount of flaws with, honestly. Where the original, I have barely as many flaws as I had with the second movie. But I remember loving the second movie more because of Zod. And of course, that frickin' my favorite line where it's like, oh my god, it's Zod. He corrects him. It's like one of my favorite lines. And they tried to up the freaking special effects and such too for the time. It was like, yeah, that's a fun movie. And I love that it directly connects to the first movie as well. Because you're wondering, who the frick are these three weirdos in the original movie, and then you get to see that followed up in the second, and I think that's really cool. But nowadays, I think the first movie is the best. Like, those movies are, like, while they're campy, they definitely are also, they have their adult moments, too. They're not just, like... Oh, look, it's Goku versus Superman!
Yeah, get him! Get him! Look how easy that was, chat.
You can stop this constipated jock with the awful animation and the complicated plot. It's got the rap bombs to drop on Japan. This is a job for the OG Superman. I'm killing it. You're grilling it. I'm milling this to vegetables. Dance around in your hammer pants. Hide your tiny Dragon Balls. The level is incredible. I'm out of your league. You want justice? Up us, and up. MC with DC, breezy home, easy species. You're permitted to live in a village of idiots. Step in Metropolis, a snap at carrot, period. Goku has no lines. He loses.
Yeah. Goku! Goku!
And kids, that's why it's best to have multiple shotguns. In other words, I have multiple shotguns. That is the one rap that, like, I know way too well. I can, like, sing that even faster. This is freaking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I even sing that casually. Brah, what is my luck today? Right now, freaking two blue chests. I got a purple shotgun and a purple assault rifle, brah. Did you want one?
Which?
So, I have a Covert Ops Nemesis AR and a Iron Warrior Frenzy Auto Shotgun.
I'm good without a Nemesis.
Okay. So...
Yeah, just take them.
Oh, okay.
Whichever you
I
want.
was about to say, like, if you
I don't-
wanted an assault rifle.
Like, I have a blue pump right now, and that's fine for now.
Oh, okay.
2 dudes in the water here.
There's a shield right here. Oh, you're over there.
I'm about to engage.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, you see him.
Halfway done with one.
I think. Oh, the other one's ahead of against the rocks there. Oh, I think he's
Something to your right.
trying to snipe me.
Hold on, I'm turning up here too. Alright, the other guy's over there.
Headshot, bro. Headshot. I'm getting much better with the headshots.
Yeah, I gotta snap into gear again.
Somebody's like, auto aim, lock on, or something.
And we don't have auto aim, we just have assist.
Yeah. No, I'm getting better at the headshot stuff, and I can't believe how I'm getting better. It's freaking awesome. Like, I would legitimately hand, like, if you were here in person, I would legit hand the controller over to you to freaking check yourselves. But you're not here, are you? No. But, yeah, like, I always found the first Superman now is, like, a perfect Superman movie. That is such a good film. Is that him on the ground now? There we go. Knocked down.
Nice. Whoa!
It's a flamingo again.
Why is so
Blue. Oh, person up there?
Yeah, like, those flamingo skins are silly, but I don't like them at all.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Neat. I think I already have enough of the small blue potions.
Did these guys drop a tile too? Yes, he did.
What's your favorite Superman villain while we're at these movies? You have a favorite Superman villain? Mine's always been Brainiac, though with the way they treated Brainiac lately, using the same goddamn stories for stuff, especially that recent game we made fun of earlier. You know, in Lego Batman 3, they did that same plot line?
Mind control, alien invasion.
Yeah, mind control of Justice League. They did that same goddamn thing in that game. It's like, what the frick?
Pretty lame.
He's a frickin' cool-ass villain, and this is all you can do with him? The frick?
Yes.
Invasion this, invasion that. When I watched Brainiac Attacks,
why don't you invade?
That movie found a cooler idea to do with him. Like, goddamn. I'll get to that movie later. But, yeah, I think the problems with the, I can't remember which cuts are which did what, but, like, either the Richard Donner or the other, like, they both have moments I don't like. They either have one of them where he goes around the Earth again and turns back time, or there's the memory wiping kiss and that weird ability where he threw the S off his chest to capture Non, which is just freaking weird. The only thing weird in the original Superman movie was the freaking him flying around the Earth thing. But they did that. That's the first time they tried that. After that, it was like, why did you do it again? The same thing you did in the first movie. Whatever. I just thought it was really dumb. But yeah, freaking, those are my only problems really with that movie. Other than that, I really enjoyed that movie. There are two other things. One is there's a certain version, a certain cut doesn't give you the context to how he gets his superpowers back. And then there's another one where um, he just kind of looks like a
Boss is still
dickhead
alive and reckless.
because he goes back to the bar to beat up that guy that picked on him later, but because you didn't see that later scene at all, because they left it out in that version, it just kind of looks like Superman's just picking on a random citizen and looking like a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
So there's clearly flaws with each version of Superman too, but great movies nonetheless. I can always put them on and have a fun time.
This door just opened.
Yeah, I hear somebody inside. Got him. I'm running low on ammo with the...
I hear someone landing. That was my bot, don't worry about it.
Yeah. He's gonna make a lot of noise.
I'm gonna bike up to the boss and try to take him out.
Okay. Oh wow, I had some rubber banding going on there.
I want to try to get the boss before the frickin'
Got another person over here. He's dead. Now, Superman 3. Which has Richard Pryor in it. I can't remember the one YouTuber I watched, but I remember he was defending Superman 3. And I can kind of see it. The movie does start out basically telling you that this movie is meant to be comedic. Don't take it super seriously. It starts out with the tone being really goofy. Oh, you have a phone call. You should probably mute or something.
I'm probably not going to answer it right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
find a safe spot for. Like, we don't have time to do that if we're gonna continue the game.
Yeah.
I'll call back.
But yeah. You goddamn turret. What if that call's important though?
Because I'm gonna call back in like 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. You don't need to. You should mute though.
Yeah, I just
in case.
don't want to be in the storm.
Yeah. Yeah, Superman 3 is just a really fun time. I love drunk Superman or mean Superman where he's flicking the fricking the shot glasses into the wall, and then he fights his Clark Kent, his alter ego, in some junkyard. Frickin' cracks me up every time.
Alright, I'm gonna sit down here and mute myself.
Alright. So how's everybody? I'll keep you entertained while he is busy with that. So, Superman, am I right? Shrek. Should just do like a Germa Superman thing. Well, this Superman guy, he's crazy. you know who I should play Superman. If Nicolas Cage doesn't get to play him, I'm taking his place. I just imagine Germa is Dennis Leary if he decided to be a streamer. He sometimes goes on those long ass rants like it. But Superman there's not much to say, honestly, about Superman 3, though, other than it's got Richard Pryor, it's a dumb movie, and I love the mean Superman. I think some of the humor works, some of it doesn't. But yeah, it's a mix of things, and it does set you up for what to expect. Oh, the entire house is on fire somehow, even though it's a brick building. Ooh, that could come in handy, brah.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello. Hello, back. I'm Dad.
There was a gas canister in the upstairs with a bunch of gnomes, so I killed the gnomes. Actually, it was two gnomes and a small barrel with a traffic cone on top. So there was an imposter among them.
Building. Oh. How did a brick
Well, it burned, but it didn't burn down.
That's true. What is that gold thing on top of it? Is that just a Metal Gear box?
No, that's the Pandora's box of that Metal Gear. I thought you were just seeing the
there's a Metal Gear box up there randomly.
No.
Anyways, I'm going to move on to Superman 4. Do you have anything to say about Superman 3? Or
no, I don't even remember.
The previous two Supermans?
I like them a lot. They're classics.
Okay. Yeah.
I think one is the most.
Is Dean Cain still your favorite Superman, or is it someone else now?
I really need to watch the new cartoon still.
I
heard it's pretty hot.
Yes, the anime-ish cartoon or whatever? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's anime, yeah. It's gotta be, it looks like a goddamn anime. Oh, somebody's trying to shoot at us and sucking at it. Oh. Well, you suck.
I literally couldn't hit you if I tried. Bounty head of us, or rather, circle, whatever.
Yeah, it's a
purple enforcer. More enforcer, yeah.
But yeah, Superman, the quest for peace. Oh.
Down.
It's me, Super Tam. To the rescue. Where's his friend?
Where was his teammate? I wish I knew. I wish I had any clue whatsoever. I'm gonna go up.
Yeah, I don't
check
really
on the.
See anybody, bro?
Oh, I hear grapples.
You do?
There's grappling towards you. Crap! There's two medallions here now.
Oh, I don't hear grappling.
I'm gonna go northeast and
Wait, I saw movement by me.
Really?
Yep.
I don't wanna. Whatever.
Okay, I don't think they saw me. Yeah, I don't think they saw me.
Oh wait, I'm gonna stay where I am, I think.
Oh no, somebody's coming towards me.
Okay, fine, I'm coming.
Oh frick. Oh frick, I'm having bad internet connection. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, come on.
Keep going, keep going.
What the frick? We got a lot of tryhards. I'm not watching these guys, so I'm going back to the menu.
Oh well.
Superman 4, Quest for Peace.
Yeah, that movie happened.
They bring back Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman's an excellent, probably the best Lex Luthor, other than Clancy Brown.
Classic. The only thing I remember about that movie is that there's a pool.
There's actually a lot of good, other than a certain other Lex Luthor actor, but that actor is good. It's just not a good Lex Luthor, and I think it's mostly because of the direction and writing. And
I remember a radiation chamber and a pool in that movie.
Yes.
Lex Luthor in the pool.
Yep. In the fourth movie, he uses his and Superman's DNA, which is like his hair holding up a weight in a museum, to make this weird 80s rock star version of a superhero or supervillain. And it's freaking stupid, but it's kind of fun too, just how bad it is.
Wasn't that supposed to be like Nuclear Man?
It is also a movie I genuinely think is bad in a way that, like, its whole message, like, for world peace is just very mixed and very what is the word for it? Naive, I guess. And then the freaking reusing his flying scene, the same flying scene over and over again with a terrible green screen.
When you get to like overuse of stock footage, that's when the movies start going to crap.
Yeah,
like that's what happened with
I don't mind that with
Gamera films,
Toho movies and stuff, but like with
it's
Superman,
like to a point, right?
After I watched even the third one, I was like, how did it freaking go this downhill? I think even Supergirl didn't use that much stock footage. That's freaking embarrassing.
You look at like Gamera 4 when suddenly they're using stock footage, and they're using so much stock footage, including stock footage from the original film that was in black and white in a color movie, pretending that it's new.
There's some films that aren't even within Toho's library of movies.
I'm talking
that
like
use their
20
footage.
minutes straight. 20 minutes straight of stock footage from the previous 3 Gamera films.
Yeah.
That sucked, bro. Because like they were getting so much
what was that movie
so much
called?
like
Dr. Goldfoot
budget cuts and stuff with Gamera eventually.
It used some Godzilla stock footage.
Here's the crazy thing. I said Gamera 4 is where that crap started. They did 10 movies before they called it a day.
Yeah.
That's not good. Also, I've got to go to the top of the mountain for quests.
Yep. But also that theme song and the Superman's, the Christopher Reeves, like, even though I've heard people say they get it mixed up with the Indiana Jones theme, I guess I can kind of see that, but I don't agree. But I freaking love that song. It gets me freaking pumped. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 da 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 dun da 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 na 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 copyright. Oh God.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. But yeah, I absolutely love that frickin' theme song. Do I prefer the Batman one over it?
Alright, well I went to the top of the mountain and then left, and my quest is complete.
Yes. I still love that theme song though. It gets me pumped, and I absolutely love those movies. Even the bad ones, I have fun with. But I do think there are genuine problems with the fourth film.
Whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine, you probably didn't have anything either yet.
I only had a assault rifle.
Yeah. Oh, I had literally nothing, but you know.
There are people here. Trying to seek out vengeance. It's actual players, I think.
Well, that was a bot on the roof, at least. Definitely a bot.
There we go.
The freaking tag Helium Hog.
Swear I heard people over at this building as well, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think we're done. Is there anything else to say about Quest for Peace?
Nuclear Man was weird at the end.
Yeah, his fingernails. Did you remember his freaking weird ass long
Nope.
fingernails? Like, what the frick is going on there? Oh, what the hell is? Are these bots? Why are they all climbing the goddamn roof?
Probably.
Get over here. Die already, please. Thank you. You're very pink. Now die. Superman is using a gun.
Sexist Superman, you're very pink, now die.
But frickin' oh, here, another person. I want to eat your soul. Superman eats souls, didn't you know?
I want
Good
to
job.
eat. I want to eat your ass.
Alright, I'm taking that. You're not allowed to have it because you already have full shields.
And I have a big shield
Yeah, I
thing
think
too.
we're done with the Christopher Reeve stuff already. There's not much else to say other than, what was said.
It's great! Classic. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I think the first movie's an absolute classic, and I actually grew to love it more now. There's somebody behind this building, by the way. Two people! Oh, frick. Okay, got him.
Nice.
I thought they were going to kill you, but you weren't getting hit at all by them. Alright.
Finally, someone dropped a mosaic tile.
I need to be a little bit more more try hard today because I'm not thinking try hard.
No. Stay chill, then we'll get more chill matches.
Okay.
Gotta play the long game. You play the skill-based matchmaking, and then eventually it'll give you the matches you actually want.
Is that oh, it's white. Okay. Thought it was blue
as long as it.
Second.
It is blue. What? It's a blue eagle-eyed reaper.
Oh,
it says rare
it's
on
like showing. From this angle, it's like white. I do see
rare
the
on it.
sight.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Huh. I'm dumb.
I only really usually. Well, maybe you're.
Really? Really?
But
What is with all the bots?
I don't know.
I already have a blue
What a
shotgun.
butthole.
Oh god, reloading drum barrel to the shotgun is terrible.
Yeah, it's very slow.
I'm slow. Yeah, I need more shields. Really? Another person? Another bot? God.
Got his ass.
I have to reload this damn thing after that. Freaking every time. Anyways, I think it's Dean Cain next to talk about. Yeah, I think Dean Cain is next. Dean Cain is awesome as Superman. Person nowadays, not so much. It's not the Superman I knew in real life. But he, other than Christopher Reeve, he was also very perfect as Superman. I love his personality. I actually was watching that show again, because it's on Tubi. The Adventures of, is it Lois and Clark? I always get mixed up because now there's so many goddamn things that are Lois and this within those series. Lois and Superman, Lois and Clark,
The New Adventures of Superman.
Yeah, it's like, frick off with these titles. Getting confused.
And now we have My Adventures with My Adventures with Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hot, apparently.
Such a fantastic show. I love every story. Here's the thing. I didn't get to actually you know what? That's what we didn't talk about with the Christopher Reeves Superman. So when it comes to like Perry White and Lois Lane and all that, Lois Lane is such a feisty character in a lot of the versions. Like
Always.
literally the beginning of that freaking movie, she's talking about like rape. She says the word rape, talking about some of the reports she's following. It's like, holy crap! If this video was monetized, I would have been demonetized just for saying.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, like that freaking Lois always has such a spicy side to her. And she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. And even the animated version that came out in like 90s, early 2000s, and like the Justice League show and such that followed, like she was not afraid to get her hands frickin' dirty. She was feisty.
Or her foot dirty.
You thought me
apparently.
mentioning her using... You thought
get it? Because she kicks so much ass, because your foot would get dirty from kicking ass.
But, I'm gonna... Seriously, you're dead.
That was terrible.
It was very terrible. And somebody just clicked off the video because of that. Where are you, by the way?
I just went back up here because I was getting the key card for this.
Okay. But yeah, like, it'll be a thing I'll be mentioning with a certain other Superman movie later that I don't think a certain Lois fits the description of or even comes close to any of the other Lois Lanes. But I love the frickin' Lois Lane. She is probably other than the one in the Christopher Reeves movies, she is probably one of the most perfect Lois Lane actresses out there. I never knew which Jimmy Olsen I liked better, though, because they changed the actor or they replaced him. I don't remember the reasons why. But they replaced the actor from the first season of that series. And then I'm not sure which Jimmy I like better, but it was kind of off-putting and weird for the time to me. But I grew to like that Jimmy too.
Exactly. Like by the end, you're probably gonna like the second one better because he's been there the whole time.
Yeah, I think he looks more the part too than the original one. Oh yeah, everyone was perfect. Even Perry White. I love the parents. His parents.
Oh, someone dropped the medallion all the way over here somewhere.
Why'd you say that name? We'll get to that frickin' movie. But I frickin' love his parents in that. They're frickin'... I was actually recommended a short clip that on YouTube where he's bringing his father to a frickin' like this place to exercise with a gym. And like there's this one guy like, oh, he's not going on this. This is for me. And it's like he tries to lift it, and Superman's just putting his finger on the weights, preventing him from lifting it. But then he's like, "Hey, Pop, why don't you show him the ropes?" And then I can't remember exactly what he's doing, but he like
metal. Hit.
Gotcha.
Other one is where?
I do not know.
I don't know. I'm just gonna pick up both of these medals now. Gold SMG? Or Super Gold, rather?
Super Gold! Sorry. I couldn't resist.
See those other medallions near us, too? I'm kind of hoping they try to come after us. Because we have good high ground right now as well. That one might be, actually. Oh, come on. Come on. How dare you. Yep. That guy knows.
Yeah.
Yep, he's aiming. I'm gonna back out here. They're probably a good sniper. I'm scared. Oh, I wait a minute. I might have this. Hit. They're on the other side of that hill. I can't get there fast.
Ow.
Come on, where are they?
They're right behind the frickin' rock here.
I'm trying. Almost.
They're moving.
Healing their ass too. Come on.
I'd rather die to the storm than this guy. He's out in the open.
God. I got hit by the. I got aim.
He's got the Monte. Montagues or whatever the frick you pronounce that. Montague. Oh, it's Montague, really. Whatever.
No one calls. There's like towns named Montague, and no one calls that Montague unless they're stupid.
I didn't pronounce it Montague, okay? I said Montaigne. Because I know that one that's silent with the silent G. I just don't remember the spelling, because I'm dumb.
Montagne. I think it just means.
Aren't there different spellings for that? Or am I being stupid still?
All I know is the one in Siege.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that just means
yeah. But, yeah, Dean Cain was an excellent Superman. Had a long-running series. I also loved the Lex Luthor in that. He had hair most of the time. He was an excellent Lex Luthor. Yeah, the actors, even Perry White was a big standout. Everybody had great performances in that frickin' show, and all, like, that show was frickin' ahead of its goddamn time with the performances. Love it. Absolutely love it. Like, it's pure Superman, pure Lois Lane, pure Perry White, pure everyone. They did, and I love the different scenarios they get into, how the characters react to situations around them, as well as how they interact off of one another. And any of the drama that happens later in the show, it's all freaking excellent. Everything that builds up in that show. Even if there's like a episode you can say is a filler, it's freaking great filler, and it's more worth it than the filler of Naruto. But is it more worth it than One Piece? Probably. There's a lot of goddamn
There's like an
One Piece
entire
episodes on the site.
arc of filler for One Piece that people just skip.
Yeah. But freaking such an excellent show. Do you have anything to add for that series?
Not really. It was just it was so good. A lot of great memories growing up.
Yeah, excellent performances.
Oh yeah, Mr. Mixospitalik.
Oh yes. And there's a song that I told you about, but I don't think you ever heard. Where it's like, Mr. Mixospitalik, and it's like, he's like, some just call him Bob. Hi, I'm Bob. Oh, damn it. Poof. I don't know if that joke was supposed to go two ways. You remember how, like, one of the ways they got him to say his name was backwards? Yeah. Bob is just Bob backwards, so I don't know if that was like a multi-layered joke. Yeah. That's funny. I love that. Yeah, I remember that freaking song is freaking hilarious. Even Angry Joe doesn't know that song. Just to roast him further.
Lol.
Nope. Stop. Really? Frick you. Don't you dare dodge my attacks again. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's better. But, ooh, another suitcase. Yeah, I think they did use, like Dave brought up, Mr. Mitsopitalik. How am I able to remember, like, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce the name. And somehow
I
I
swear
remember
he
the
goes like, it's
pronunciation.
Mixospitalik.
That's because I don't think that or they're doing something else with it, because
Yeah, because like I
I
remember
think,
them trying to pronounce it wrong on purpose
yeah,
to make him say it.
yeah, he does, because he has to kind of say it wrong anyways.
Yeah, so they try to. I remember them trying to make him mad, so he says it.
Yeah. And, yeah, Gilbert Godfrey, I can't wait to talk about freaking, like, he plays Mr. Mitsopitalik in the animated series in the 90s and such. Like, he's even in the Lego, DC supervillains. He
Awesome.
reprised his role for that.
This
This
kind
is
of
freaking
scares. I think
awesome.
it does.
I'm a goddamn super being with the powers of God and anime. Or just a kid's Saturday morning cartoon.
It's Fred Fricks. I love
And
Fred
you're
Fricks.
welcome for Emperor Joker, Batman.
I like
But
Fred
yeah,
Fricks. He's very funny.
yes, I like Fred Fricks too. But yeah, I think it is time to move on. Actually, I think Smallville is next. Yeah.
I
Or is
don't
it
know
the
Smallville very
animated?
well at all.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh crap. Why'd my wireless controller disconnect?
I still hear you, so that's good.
What the hell? No, I have a wireless headset. My wireless
Exactly.
controller just randomly disconnected. What the frick? Um, that was weird. I think it's actually the animated series, and you didn't watch the animated series. Yeah.
Only a bit.
Oh, you have?
I was catching reruns
Okay, but
through the Parasite episodes. I don't remember seeing anything after that.
oh, okay. But yeah, bruh, like I do think they replaced the voice actor of Superman at one point in that series, but such a good freaking animated series as well. Like, they got the villains perfect. There's some of my favorite renditions of the villains, from Metallo to Bizarro. There's so many fantastic moments throughout that animated series. Of course, I would never put it above the Dean Cain Superman series or to specify, because I hate freaking saying the name of the title of that show, and and Smallville, but like freaking absolutely perfect versions of like Superman and his villains, and I love them going into freaking not only the movies. Oh, my cape is freaking out. It's clipping through me, but also they're shooting behind me. But also like just like I love going into the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited and all the crazy scenarios they get into. Clancy Brown as goddamn Lex Luthor, freaking excellent. I can see him playing real life Lex Luthor, honestly, too. Like I can see him as real life Lex Luthor, like live action. Like Mr. Krabs as Lex Luthor. He's actually genuinely really good. I love him as Lex. I don't think anybody else could pull off licks the way he does. But there are excellent actors here and there who have pulled it off, Lex. So it's not like it doesn't have the role doesn't have competition. It certainly does. But yeah, I love the villains. I love their designs. Like one of my favorite Brainiac designs, other than his Terminator robot form in the comics later, because I thought the Green Martian look was kind of goofy. Especially with the clothes he was wearing. Just really weird. Corny. But yeah, I absolutely love... Oh, there are some weird things especially revolving sadly around Supergirl. I was just remembering. I remember Nostalgia Critic brought it up in the Supergirl review, where Supergirl dated a horse. In the comics, and
blank.
Her and her own cousin dated too, and it was like, what the frick? So Superman was weird.
I don't think I can blame Bruce Timm for that one.
But yeah,
where is this guy?
I have no clue, brah. We're like right on top of him.
Is he in a tree?
I think he's moving so fast, but we can't freaking keep up with it because it's on a delay. It's probably on a delay.
I'm just gonna make some noise and see if they come towards me now. Oh my gosh!
I think it's on a delay.
They're probably across the water. Or not.
What the
That was stupid. Watch
Where
them
the
be up the
frick?
fire tower.
You go up there.
No one up here.
Yeah, there's nobody down here either. It just destroyed this bush here.
This is stupid.
Frick, where are they? What the hell?
Frick if I know.
I'm just gonna call that it was on a delay, the circle.
Yeah,
they're
like a
way
bit
ahead.
too much. That was kind of stupid. The fact that they were
Yeah.
just nowhere.
That's your fault,
Nowhere to be
game,
seen
not
at
ours.
all.
Frick you, game. But yeah, like when that Superman combined with the Justice League and such, like such a freaking perfect pairing. I loved when Superman met up with Batman for the first time in that show too. But yeah, a lot of my favorite renditions of the villains.
The unmasked scene was great too.
Yep, absolutely love it. And there's some heartwarming moments. There's some really good dialogue too. It's just really
Why are we
smartly
back
written.
here?
I have no clue. Wow, we came in a circle. What the frick?
There's a medal down there. I just want to shoot someone in the balls. So.
Okay. Well, if it's balls of steel like Superman's, he's probably not gonna
ricochet
feel it.
and hit me in the eye.
Oh yeah, Robot Chicken has some great Superman skits as well. I remember one where
That's done.
there's this dude shooting at Superman in the chest. He's like, "Aha! I'm invulnerable to their bullets." Okay. I'm sorry, that assault rifle has too much of a zoom in. What the frick did I just pick up? What is that? This is SMG, that's gold.
I have a gold too.
No, that was the... whatever. I have your blue one. You can keep the
Oh, okay.
you can keep the gold. I just dropped it. because I was like, I want to see like what else there was, and I accidentally picked it up anyways.
I see. Are you kidding me? A bike? That was so weird.
Yeah.
Right, let's see where
Yeah,
these
there's
guys
some
are.
great
They're
writing.
here
I
now.
ran into a bunch of short clips being recommended to me on YouTube, and there's some great writing. And during the entirety of like the Justice League Unlimited, and then I can't wait to talk about Flash stuff. Like when we do a Flash month, because we're gonna try and get other superhero months. And don't worry, we're not leaving Marvel out. I know there's been a lot of DC on my channel, but I absolutely love Marvel as well. I just
should have done
haven't read
Cyborg
much.
month last month.
Oh yeah. Let's just do Teen Titans. I don't think I want to do Cyborg just because of how they treated him in the freaking Justice League movie. Thank God.
I'm just saying because it was Black History Month.
Yeah. But now it's Superman month. Somebody's trying to shoot me from behind. Oh, are you okay?
Same. No.
Oh, frick. I'm coming.
I was trying to laser this guy's teammate, so... Oh, I see him.
Oh my freaking...
Got him down?
Bruh, whatever the scope on this gun is, frick it. I hate it. It's freaking awful.
I'm just gonna res. Hopefully this guy's teammate won't snipe my balls off.
Don't worry, I have balls of steel.
That's true, they're just gonna bounce off and hit you in the face.
Yeah.
And where's this guy? This guy's down, but I don't know where he went.
I gotta watch whatever the frick that movie is that has that Ben Affleck Superman scene where he's playing George Reeves.
I found him, he's on the roof.
Such an interesting experience.
He's on the roof of the station right now. It's bad. He's coming. He's here.
It's Eminem!
Bro, stop jumping. You were like putting yourself in the path of danger every single time. Oh, you guys down or dead? You guys' teammate is like right here-ish.
I like
around this hill.
Here-ish.
Vehicle, okay. You're telegraphing your position pretty well.
You might need a health pack, by the way.
Yeah, in a moment. Hey, hello.
Dude trying to snipe from over there, and he's doing a terrible job.
Don't let him get lucky, though. Careful, careful. Dang it.
Frick's sake. It is not my day.
I'm getting good hits.
Superman's day is not today. Superman! Da 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 da. He's right here. Oh, he just went into that bathroom. Oh!
Teammate.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, you're doing pretty good there.
Yeah. I didn't feel like I was doing well enough.
I'm gonna lobby and see myself.
Okay, I got 4 kills.
How many did I get?
Total of 6. You got 2.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I stole most of your kills.
I felt like I was working really hard that match too. Crap, you got a almost done.
I just realized my drink it has ice in it, and I don't want the ice to go to waste, so I gotta use this soda. Stuck to piss.
These mosaic tiles collection is gonna be slow.
Oh boy, are you talking about Pisser Man?
No. No, we are not. I am be right back, and I will put it in a
Okay.
cup for you.
I think next we will talk about Smallville. Finally. Oh, actually, I should talk about Brainiac attacks. One core thing I realized when watching a lot of the Superman movies, and this goes with like and shows. I love when Superman takes his time to rescue a cat from a tree or something, or to communicate with the people of Metropolis. And I love that those interactions. And he has, as well as when he's saving somebody, even if it's like in the middle of a fight or a minuscule thing. Like he does that in almost all the movies except for one we will talk about later that starts with M and ends in Steel. But yeah, I love when he takes the time to do that. And even Brainiac attacks, he takes the time out of fighting Brainiac to freaking save a train full of people or whatever, and or a tram full of people, and then he goes luckily to just in time to stop Brainiac from overloading a freaking reactor and blowing the place up. And he's doing a lot of this stuff to save Lois from this kryptonite disease or whatever. And Brainiac's so unique in that because Lex Luthor brings him back in a better robotic body. And he's such a threat to Superman that Superman has to go out of his way to not only find a cure, but that cure in turn kind of upgrades Superman in a interesting way, and he kicks Brainiac's ass. I do think though Jimmy Olsen hitting on Lex Luthor's henchman was weird. Though who wouldn't? Meow. I mean, but also the delivery of the actor playing Lex Luthor was a bit off. I don't know if that I don't know if that was Clancy Brown. It didn't really sound like it. He wasn't terrible, and he did grow on me in the movie, but he's clearly not my Lex Luthor, whoever it was, or whatever the writing was and directing was there. He was kind of goofy, and I didn't really like that. It was really weird. Really weird. My favorite. I love Michael Ironside as Darkseid. I freaking can't believe I haven't mentioned that. And then the Super Friends and older stuff with Superman too. Frank Welker played Darkseid. And that's when I think he originally used his Dr. Claw voice was that. So that's technically his dark side voice before it became his Dr. Claw voice. So many great actors have portrayed Darkseid, and Michael Ironside is one of the best. But yeah, I love Batman dodging his Omega Beam, and then he turns to Lex Luthor and is like, "I wonder if you will be just as lucky." He's getting ready to laser, and then Lex just runs away like a wimp. I can't remember what he says back to him, but that's such a freaking hilarious moment. But yeah, I love. I love Mongol as well. Him bringing them to their planet and making them fight in these arenas, gladiator arenas and stuff. I love his design too. His design's really cool. I love when he became a Sinestro Corps. There's actually a figurine I think on that, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, I loved him as Sinestro Corps ring bearer. Carry the load. No, Lord of the Rings references for you. But yeah, I absolutely love the animated series. There were even some touching things I remember with Bizarro's character. I was on such a Bizarro kick when I rode the Bizarro ride. Even bought a Bizarro my mom got me a Bizarro figurine, which I still have to this day, for conquering my fear of heights. Such a good ride. I went on it like 6 more times after that. Lines were long, but it was freaking worth it. I absolutely loved it, and it kind of helped me fight my fear of heights. Um, there were a lot of great rides there in general, but that was my favorite for sure. It was the longest one. It was the most fun one. I think I even have a photograph of us because they have that mid take a picture of you while you're on the ride uh, camera setup or whatever the frick. But yeah, absolutely awesome. I think the I do remember I had some animated Superman figures, but I think my brother has them. So all I have is Orange Lantern, Lex Luthor. I have that Bizarro figure, and then an armored Superman that's really dope looking, and I'll have to find that and show it on one of my videos. Same with the other figures. But yeah, freaking love that version of Superman. So cool looking. I remember seeing it in a store, being like, "That is freaking dope looking. I'm taking it. I must have." But yeah, absolutely freaking love that version of Superman, especially, is really cool. So it is Smallville, and I think I do want to talk about the reign of Superman really briefly, as well as Death of Superman. I will be reading those for the channel. I'll probably change my Superman outfit here, by the way. Let me just make sure I'm still recording. You'll see a blue screen real briefly. Okay, good. Let's change the Superman costume. There's the other one. There we go. Yeah. I should go without a cape at some point too. Because he didn't have a cape when he wore that outfit. I love Superman with long hair. It looks freaking dope. It's like a rock star. Yeah, he has that 80s long hair. Long, luscious hair. But yeah, I picked up The Return of Superman, which is a 30th anniversary comic. And
Darn tootin'!
hello, are you back? But anyways,
What's the package coming Wednesday?
with Superman, I'll kind of, I don't know if Dave's on yet. I hear him though.
I'm here.
Hello. I'm kind of mentioning I'm about to mention, like, talk a little bit about Death of Superman and Reign of Superman. I'll mostly do it very briefly. I'm going to be reading those books for the channel. I'm trying to organize them still, as well as find the Justice League comics that correspond and tie in with them. But freaking awesome series. It was such a big deal. I love Doomsday. Such an intimidating threat that finally, like, you hear about him. I actually have the Doomsday movie too, which is great. But like his freaking battle and everybody's battle with just he has his arm basically tied behind his back technically, and like he's beating the entire Justice League with one freaking arm.
You know what I learned about the issues leading up as well?
Yeah.
That,
Go ahead.
in the issues leading up, the amount of pages on, or the amount of panels on each page kept counting down.
Yep.
9 panels, 8 panels.
Yep.
That's really sick.
It's such a crazy moment in Superman's history. And
So, like, not only is it dramatic
they
countdown,
ruined it in
but it
Superman v
makes those
Batman.
pages, it makes each issue go faster and faster as time runs out.
Yeah. But goddamn, Doomsday is not only a really cool looking villain, and there are other iterations later on that just make him look even more sick, but he is such a threatening presence to Superman, and the fact that he beats this really powerful superhero that a lot of people looked up to as a symbol of hope and justice freaking dies to that. Hulk with sharp bones sticking out of him. And yeah, it's like such a big moment for people to see him die. Like, I don't even know if the like Robin dying and Death in the Family was quite as big. Like Superman was a much bigger deal. Robin was kind of like, he's a dumbass sidekick boy. Who cares? No, people did care, but still, it was like a side note in comparison to how the death of Superman was treated and how like significant and still talked about that is that freaking comic book series. And then the reign of Superman with all these different Superman, the Eradicator, Superboy, freaking Cyborg Superman Steel, which is my personal favorite. And then we watched the Steel movie, which we find ironically really fun in a dumb way. But frickin' I found that movie just excellent. But yeah, I love all the Superman that come out afterwards, and they play their own parts throughout the story, and even later on,
I gotta
and
hire an
just
NPC,
Superman
so I'll
lore
go
and such.
here.
It's just freaking awesome. And then Superman finally returns, and it's such a big moment as well. And by the way, even Angry Joe somehow freaking looks like a complete dumbass over the fact that he's like complaining about Superman's using guns. He doesn't use guns. He had to use guns when he returned because his powers weren't fully restored. He was wearing like black and silver, so he was like totally emo man. And then, like, when he finally had his powers restored, he was like long-haired Superman again, or just long-haired Superman because he didn't really have long hair before, but you know what I mean. I like him with long hair; it looks cool. But yeah, like it's such a big moment as well. And frickin' Angry Joe somehow, this dude who complained in Superman v Batman, utilizing
No, I
certain
didn't mean to hit
things
you.
from
Okay,
the Death of Superman story. And apparently there's a lot of stuff a lot of inaccuracies he gets that I don't even know about. Let's see if I can fight this guy with just my weapon. With just my frickin' pickaxe.
Good luck.
You were saying?
Nice job.
I got a double kill with just my pickaxe. I am the pickaxe lord. Lord of the pickaxe. Bow before me, the pickaxe lord. But I have no weapons, by the way, and my health is at 75. But yeah, like Angry Joe even got joking around about a kids game, no less, which Nowadays, can you really call it a kids game anymore? It's more of a family game, if anything. And look at all the characters that crossed over with it. It's freaking ridiculous. And there's 9-Inch Nail songs in the goddamn game as well. It's like, yeah, I don't think you can call it a kids game anymore. I don't think this is a kids game no more. I think we're in different territory now. Something ain't right here when you got the Predator and Terminator and all that in this game. I don't know if you could call it a kids game. But yeah, yeah, those oh
I got my elimination
gosh.
now. I tried really hard to get an elimination for that.
Oops. I'm coming, even though I got barely any freaking hell. Let me put these shits on at least. Of course they freaking finish you. Oh, they're in.
Oh, no! Oh, wait, no, hit him with the charge, yes. If you hit him with the charge and then eliminate him, it'll complete a quest for me. Well, probably you too, but... You gotta run at him with it.
I don't think I can get him with the charge, bruh.
You can. He's just being stubborn. Behind you.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's a bot.
Don't eliminate him! Jeez. Oh. If it's a bot, it'll be easier. But, like, this challenge is something that would be a really hard one to complete. Yes! Okay, good. Kill him. You didn't need to eliminate him with the shield, but it works like that.
Where'd this guy go that was chasing me? He's trying to revive his friend. God damn it, he's
Put down
got
that
his
turret
friend.
too, you could. No, he didn't. It didn't honk, you're good.
An asshole. I barely got health, come out. You coward. Frickin' fight me. You gonna go for his friend again? Oh, I know where he's going. He's going to the other reboot van, isn't he? Wait. What the hell? I hear footsteps here too.
Uh-oh. There's a turret. It's really annoying.
Frick.
Oh well.
Hero Academia versus John Cena. I'm not watching them, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna try and emote on us. We can't allow it.
I did not see anyone emoting.
Oh, don't give them the chance.
Oh, okay.
Don't let them see you. Weak. Anyways, on to freaking Smallville. Dave has not watched the show, and I'm ashamed that you're here now. Get out of here. Get lost. I love Smallville. I may not remember all that much from it because I haven't watched it in a while, and it may not be like, I guess it wouldn't, like, I love the freaking Dean Cain series that much. But this was a great show as well, and the actors were also very perfect for their parts. The dynamics between the characters as they grow throughout the series is freaking excellent. And they are all perfect for the parts. I watched some of the, like, especially short clips of the podcast between those actors. It's such a great show. I think Michael Ironside actually plays the father of Lois Lane in that series, and he played Darkseid in Superman animated series. And I mentioned earlier in Super Friends and older stuff that had Superman in it that Darkseid was voiced by Frank Welker, and technically you have to call the Dr. Claw voice a Darkseid voice because he used that voice that is known for Dr. Claw first for Darkseid. So take that, Dr. Claw. But yeah, there's always an interesting actor that plays Darkseid. From the movies to the shows to everything. They even had Doomsday in Smallville at one point. It was like it was kind of like a beta
here
version of
because I
Doomsday,
feel like it.
but it was a Doomsday nonetheless, and it's definitely better than the one we got. Oh, I freaking love his parents in that show. Also, just like excellent actors. Drama once again freaking hits you really hard. The villains.
Food!
I probably love the villains' portrayals the most in that show, as well as they have a lot of other superheroes uniquely crossover with that freaking series. Like I believe Martian Manhunter gets to cross over in there, as well as the Flash and such. I think it's a version of the Flash, or a younger version. It's kind of like if you made high school or college age versions of all these characters. That's like what it kind of feels like, but it's like really smartly written and great character dynamics and stuff. What the hell? I was phasing through the building for a second there. Did you kill somebody with that?
Yeah. It's not as hard as it might seem.
I got like 3 shotguns on me, by the way.
Nice.
I just switched between them while killing everybody here.
Let me see what I have left for a quest, Ma.
Yeah, like oh, frickin' Lex Luthor's father. Like, you don't really see, like, Lex Luthor's parents at all in a lot of interpretations, but, like, this dude, frickin' diabolical. There's even a moment, I saw this recently in a short clip, where there's this dagger that's, I guess, supposed to reveal who the greater threat to Superman or Clark is. And I love the comedy too, the freaking humor. The actor that plays freaking Superman or Clark Kent, because he's not Superman yet. This is young Superman. Like, freaking everyone's perfect. Even Lex Luthor. But like, both the father and son hold a dagger, and you never get to see who truly was Superman's real threat and threat. Because after that, the dagger just completely fades away into ashes. It's like Thanos snapped the dagger. But yeah, like, there's a lot of cool moments that happen in that show. And it has some great renditions of supervillains to try and spice things up, because, you know, you're making a show on high school or college age Superman. He's not quite Superman yet. And when he gets his super suit, even though in the Crisis on Infinite Earths or whatever that freaking series was with like Arrow and all that, like when that came out, in that series he apparently gets rid of his superpowers, he says. So I don't know how to feel about that. But it was still really cool to see him. Same with the guy from Superman Returns. I always forget that guy's name, but he's freaking awesome. He plays the Atom. Yeah, I always thought he was a great Superman as well. We'll talk about that Superman in a bit, because it's like continuation of the original two, at least, Superman movies with Christopher Reeves. But yeah,
gotta be a vending machine here somewhere.
That freaking guy.
Oh, it's over here.
The dude who plays Clark Kent in Smallville, bruh, when you see him in that episode, you're like, holy frick, that guy's buff. He's gonna kick the world's ass. Oh, this is a player. This is a player.
Okay? Never mind. I'll be there.
Holy frick. You never know when it's a freaking player. Oh, there's the other one's coming. He's trying to disgrace me. He's hitting me with his pickaxe. He's hitting me with that. It's Kratos. Well, now we know Kratos can kick Superman's ass.
He might be able to beat Superman, but he can't beat Kiryu.
What are you doing, Dave?
I just got here. What do you want?
Killed me.
That was fast. Anyways.
I hate you. Please die to Snake or whatever the frick that skin is. Anyways. Smallville is amazing. And it's finally awesome when he gets his super suit, which is mostly just a last minute kind of thing. And then I just love his interactions learning about his past when he finally gets to go and find his Fortress of Solitude. Freaking awesome. I was just thinking there's some great messaging in the Christopher Reeves Superman movies. It's just like, once again, coming back, there's some good like deep meanings with like him giving up his powers and stuff and that. Where here, I don't know quite what to feel about him giving up his powers. But I do love that he punches Lex Luthor in the face and goes, "Still stronger than you." Still stronger. That makes me chuckle. I should talk briefly about the Supergirl show. I don't know if you watched the Supergirl show. The funny thing is I think the later seasons are actually slightly better than that. Because that's where the crossover stuff comes in, and the characters get better developed and stuff. Where the earlier stuff is really cringe, honestly. And that's all I want to talk about. I just feel bad for Supergirl, and then she gets turned into Power Girl after she gets killed off in the comics. During Crisis on Infinite Earth, she gets freaking killed off. Freaking ridiculous. They just hated her character. They torture her with either bad movies or just like bad scenarios too. It's like, you're dating a horse now. What? You're gonna date your own cousin. Incest? Quickly, find a chest and loot it. There we go. Cow juice? Okay, I did not need to see that name.
Yeah, that's a bot name. I remember that one.
Cow juice? Isn't it just milk?
Well.
Shut up. Don't you say nothing.
Gulp.
No.
Depending what cow you get it from.
No. Oh yeah, I forgot to finish that robot chicken joke I was making earlier, where like the dude shooting Superman in the chest, just a random thug, and then Superman's like, "Haha, you can't kill me with that. I'm bulletproof. I'm the Man of Steel." And slowly, as the guy's still rapidly firing, he slowly aims down at his crotch, and Superman's like, aiming a bit low. Something wrong? Something wrong here. I love just the awkward situation he's in. Somebody's here too. Are these players? The world may never know. Well, I'm about to find out. Oh, they're frickin' bots. Okay.
Let me crack. Oh.
Yeah. No. Ow! He actually hit me with that.
Did you crack that guy's shield? I swear.
I did not.
Well, I didn't. That was literally my match quest, and I didn't do it. So you must have.
I didn't even shoot that dude, bruh.
I saw shield. I saw blue numbers and then white numbers.
I didn't.
And I didn't get crack of bullet shield. I'm just so confused.
A recording. I did not shoot at him. He shot at me though.
Yeah.
But I did not shoot at him because I knew you were gonna take him out anyways, and I could barely see him. There was a frickin' bush in the way.
Why didn't the game give me credit? Damn.
I don't know. Games hates you. It hates all of us. What? The frick, game? What was that? You frickin' halted me in the middle of the zip line, you frickin' dumbass game. The hell? Oh, what's this? There's a quest here that I can't interact with, even though it's right here. Hello? Do I have to? Oh, I had to hit it. That's why. Frick me then. You know, the one thing I always hated was the frickin' Superman's faster than the Flash. I always hated that.
That's wrong. Literally incorrect.
Yeah. I remember people, like, as well as friends and family members, even sadly, unfortunately, that were like, Superman's
What's the
faster. It's
point
like,
of the
shut the
Flash?
frick up. Yeah, exactly. It's the same with like Cyclops and X-Men. It's like, what's the point of him? Just get Superman. It's like, God, frick off. I don't really care about Cyclops, but laser eyes is his thing, bro. And I do like his costume.
His eyes are
Costume is
literally
admittedly
portals.
classic. Like
And
he
you
does have
moved.
cool. I'm sorry. There, he does have a cool costumes. I can't lie. But other than that, like it's like Superman was a character that kind of pissed me off because of the way people talked about him. It's like he has everybody else's powers. You might as well have Wolverines.
Bro.
Everybody else, like, who needs these other characters? Yet somehow a man dressed in a bat suit is more popular than him. And makes more money. Oh, we should talk about Superman video games. Talk about that at some point.
Eventually.
Oh, it's freaking.
Oh, I'm getting hit really hard, dude. Ah, damn it. Nice job. Any shot you have a med kit?
I do.
Thank ma.
Welcome.
And when I'm done with this, stand next to me and I'll shield you. Yeah, I want that. It's better. Wait, don't do anything.
I'm gonna reload all my weapons.
Wait, I thought I picked up that medkit. Dang.
I'm picking back up my my machine turret. Cause yeah. Anyways. Oh. Where were our people hunting us down there? Anyways. So what's next after Smallville? Is it just Superman Returns next?
Yeah, I think so.
Boring movie. It is boring. It's a slog. They needed to edit down that movie a bit. I was talking about earlier how each of the different Superman movies show him saving people and taking time. They do that in this, but at the same time, there are times where it seems like that Superman wants to just kind of get away from people and do his own thing, while he also creepily stalks Lois Lane in that by using his X-ray vision to watch her, and it's like, oh god. And it doesn't help that Kevin Spacey's in the movie. The funny thing is, Kevin Spacey's so much better than Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. It's like, what the frick? And I can see him as like Gene Hackman Lex Luthor like replacement, because that's supposed to be a movie that's attached to that same universe. And I love the performance. Other than Lois Lane, I don't really like the act. Like, I don't like. I'm trying to say I don't hate the actress playing her. I just don't think she was directed right, or that she was Lois Lane in my eyes. Once again, but at least she's not a certain other Lois Lane that I just do not get. But she's still boring. Jimmy Olsen's actually pretty good, and I actually think I like the guy they got for Perry White there, because they both kind of match their roles, but they're barely in the frickin' movie. Excuse me. But I do think Gene Hackman has, or not Gene Hackman, Kevin Spacey does have his funny moments too. I do like some of his moments. Like the frickin' way he says, "Kryptonite." And then there's the fricking scene where they're talking over the radio, and he's like, "Whose child is that? It's not Superman's, is it?" And they're like, and Lois is like, "No," and he says, "Are you sure?" And the guy over the radio is like, "I am, sir." I think he was talking about them being close to their destination, and then he says, he replies to Lex Luthor, even though Lex Luthor is trying to get an answer out of Lois and not that dude. It's just such a funny moment to me. And then, what else is there? I hear a car. It's up the hill, it's up the hill. Oh, they're looking for us. These are the dudes, I think. No, they would have shown it getting red threat then. Maybe it's not.
Maybe they're just not close enough.
That's true.
Oh, they're on top of the. They really are on top of the mountain. Crap. Down one. What reload, man? That's unfortunate.
Is that? Oh, it's a beautiful shotgun.
Oh wait, you should have it. There's a purple over here.
It doesn't matter either way.
Come here.
Tasty. Oh. I already...
Wow.
There's a purple SMG here. Do you want it?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
I got a loadout already.
Sweet. Oh god, hopefully they had a health kit on them or something. No?
Or not. I just used my med kit. Damn it. What's that?
Come with me. You'll see in a world of pure imagination.
I'm just gonna go down here. Slide down this hill, don't jump, slide.
Okay. Dude's up here, dude's up here!
Well, I'm all the way at the bottom. Run, run. And I'm getting,
better!
shock landing
I'll drive! Dun, da 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 da.
I'm getting hit from all the way up the mountain and directly in front of me. Down one.
Get in the car!
Hold on, I'm gonna. I can
Oh,
actually
it's
handle
low
this.
on fuel, actually. Never mind. We're doomed.
There.
Are you sure? Oh my gosh, he's bleeding goodies. It's just raining. Raining goodies. Too bad all my weapons are better than those. No, not okay. This'll have to do for now. Frick's sake. Does Superman have to heal himself? What the hell, man? Come on. I do remember there's a movie where Superman, I think it's Lex Luthor tricks him
There's a vending machine here.
into flying too close to the sun, and he gets cancer from that.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. but he's like slowly dying because of the radiation poisoning.
That makes so much sense, right?
Yep. You know, this invincible man.
Eat that. There's 2 fish here you can carry.
Oh, I have 3 pots on me.
Okay. Well, I have 2.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Oh, great. The circle is still around that stupid mountain.
Yes.
Oh, there's someone with, like, all of the medals on my ping.
Okay. Superman Returns is an okay
like
follow-up to
Just made it up to the top of that mountain. Holy crap.
the Christopher Reeve stuff.
I've
And I
never seen
love
someone with that many
guy,
medals before. I want them.
And I like the follow, like, this guy's gonna be hard to kill, by the way.
Holy crap, there really is all the medals. Well, he'll regenerate faster, but he just has as much shield as everyone else, so. Wait, he's about to get on the thing. He's gonna be easy, bro. He's in the water.
What the hell?
I'm going down.
Okay, really? You went down, they both came up. Oh, you're not surviving. Yep.
No.
Yeah. They frickin' flanked me, bro. I'm going to the menus to change my super skin. Not watching those twerps. Those morons. Those super freaks. Anyways. Holy crap, why are there so many YouTube notifications? Frick off! But yeah, also the eyeball scene. The only good thing that I remember from the dumbest movie ever, epic movie, is when they were making fun of the Superman Returns movie, where they're trying to repeat the being shot in the eye scene, where the bullet like gets crushed against his eye, which is such a cool scene. And I also love when he's floating in space and he's listening to everybody about the world and trying to decide where who to save, or who he can save, or whatever in that moment. That's really cool too. He utilizes his powers well, even when he's spying on Lois. Wink. No, but and I like the idea of the sun being technically his son. But they don't really explain the freaking like why he left Krypton in the first place, and it's just kind of in a sentence, and then they mention it again, the same goddamn line again. They don't actually go in more depth why he left Earth. I love the freaking kid who tries to defend his mother. The freaking guy with the clown face tattoo on the back of his head with a freaking weirdo. It seems like a Joker henchman, not a Lex Luthor henchman. What the frick? But I love that in order to stop that dude, the freaking kid just shoves a piano at him and crushes him into the wall. And I especially love when they get locked up in another room and Lois Lane just like banging on the door suddenly slowly turns around and goes, "Honey, can you do something for me?" Because she's like expecting her kid, rip off this metal door. Now that I know you have Superman's powers. But yeah, I love that. And I always forget that Cyclops is her freaking husband in that movie. The actor who plays Cyclops. Yeah, he never gets like really great roles in a lot of stuff. It's not until really like Sonic the Hedgehog came along for him that he started getting a lot of really awesome roles with Westworld and all that. He might have even had Westworld before Sonic, but I can't remember if he did or not. But yeah, he started getting a lot of great roles, and I think he's even in The Stand. But yeah, thanks to Sonic, he became such a big star. I knew about him even then because he was in Hop and he's in the X-Men movies. He's Cyclops in the X-Men movies. And of course, he's in Superman Returns. But yeah, it's a boring movie that unfortunately needed to be cut down a little bit and maybe have some more better character growing moments. Maybe even replace Lois Lane's actress or write her better. She kind of felt like she had that Mary Jane from the Sam Raimi movies problem where it's like that actress can clearly portray that character right because they've done it in other movies, but because of the writer of this movie for her or the direction, she's just not given that opportunity to spread her wings with the characters. So it's just like, damn it. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Superman Returns. I don't hate the movie, I just think it's really long. Had an awesome trailer, by the way. I love that trailer. Like, to Superman Returns, so freaking awesome. Epic. Then you watch the actual thing and you're like, frick. This is boring. It's basically recycling the plot of the first Superman movie, too, where it's like, the Christopher Reeve's first Superman movie, where it's like, Lex Luthor is creating his own land that he can name and buy and make his own or whatever to rule the world. It's like they recycle that plot again, but it's a big kryptonite island or whatever. And oh god, I'm just remembering the scene where there's some cool things. I like the freaking scene with the dogs where they come back to the mansion and the woman sees like a pile of bones and fur next to one of the little puppies. And he's like, weren't there two of those? Because the dog ate the other dog. Dog eat dog. You are what you eat. Sorry. Megadeth song for you. And then later, when she's holding she's like holding on to that dog the whole time throughout the movie. At the very end, where Lex and her get stranded on an island, and she's like, "What are we going to eat to survive?" And Lex just looks at the dog. And it like eventually cuts away after him staring at the dog. There's some good moments in that movie. It's just so far and few of freaking excellent moments in between all the boring. But yeah, there's some stuff there. I kind of think the thing Nostalgia Critic said for the Spider-Man movies, where he said, even though not every Spider-Man movie is perfect, he is glad he watched them and he found some value out of each one of them, no matter how bad. I think the same thing with like a lot of the Superman stuff. Well, until we get to a certain one, but I guess there are things that make you glad to watch that one too. But anyways, I think we're done with Superman Returns. Do you have anything to add? Or did
Not really,
sum
no.
it up? Okay. Like, you're not talking much about Superman, you got
Dude, my brain's been like for like the past half hour.
At least I'm able to freaking like fill it in and be like, hey, I know what I'm talking about. Superman this, Superman that, you know. You understand my lingo? Yeah, also I don't go into too much detail with some of them. Mostly because my memory is a bit blurry, especially on the shows, but when it comes to the movies especially, I know, like, I can remember the movies crystal clear. The shows, not quite as much, because there's so many goddamn episodes, I'm only gonna remember so few things within the shows. Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna look embarrassing when I do Batman month and talk about, because I do genuinely remember a lot from the animated series of Batman and such, which is kind of embarrassing to think of. But still, just know that I still really love a lot of the older Superman shows and such, and I grew up with a lot of them too. Um, let's see what else. What else is there? Like, I think it's legitimately. So I'll just mention this: the Superman games suck. The end. 64 is notorious. Then there were two. I think Superman Returns game is the closest to what we want a Superman game, but even that misses the mark and gives the city a health bar, and it's like, what the frick is this? I do like the unlock cheat code to unlock Bizarro and play as Bizarro, but apparently whenever you use that code, it doesn't allow you to save your progress. Which is like, what the frick? You let us use this frickin' cheat code to play this character, and you don't let us frickin' complete the game and save it. Save our save data. What the frick? I guess you could like just legitimately complete the story, and then after you save the game at that last part, you can use the cheat code and just fool around. I think that's more what it's meant for. Otherwise, it's freaking stupid. But yeah, and there's even a 3D Superman game I didn't know existed that really sucked. I watched the It's Just Bad series on it. Man, is it bad. It's right up there with, other than Superman 64, which is freaking notorious for being bad. And that was spawned from the animated series, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the art style.
Yeah.
But yeah, frick. That will be as notorious as E.T., and I don't think people will ever forget that. But yeah, I think there were probably some decent Superman games, as well as there's a lot of fan or other like smaller development teams that have made Superman-like games that are more on the mark of what we want to see for Superman, but game companies are too afraid to utilize Superman in that way. So yeah. So the next I think is the Henry Cavill stuff.
Oh baby.
And
Jimmy Olsen got shot in the head.
Boy. God. Frickin' hate these movies. I thought that Man of Steel was okay, but I never saw Henry. He just doesn't look like Superman to me. And I don't know what it is, but it was either the writing or the direction or both that just like didn't let him flesh out his character enough as Superman, or let him, so to say, spread his wings as the character, like I was saying with the previous Lois Lane. That the Lois Lane in that as well, like, what the frick is her direction? She's totally not Lois Lane. Doesn't even look like Lois Lane. We've depicted.
But there's a bathtub.
Not even the same personality. Oh my gosh!
I'm literally only thinking of Batman versus Superman right now.
Yeah. The only decent part, and it takes a slogfest of stupidity to still get to that stupidity, is the action. That's the only really cool part. I do like the suits though that General Zod and his men wear, which is pretty dope looking. Oh, and he's the only good part. You know how Lex Luthor in the Superman Returns has the wrong? Well, you got frickin' General Zod with his "I will find him." He's the fun part of that movie, and the only like really good thing that I'll watch that movie for, or I'll just watch clips with him. I'm my mind's drawing a blank what his freaking name is, but if you know, you know who he is. But he's
Yeah.
fun. Ursa and Non are pretty cool. God, this freaking movie moves really slow. Superman doesn't like. The funny part is it shows him doing the stuff I want to see him doing during those fight scenes where he's saving kids from buses, or he's finding other ways to save people, or an oil rig of people. Showing that stuff, and then he saves one dude from a helicopter and maybe a dude from getting in a knife fight with Ursa. And that's it. Other than that freaking family that had 100 opportunities to run away and get out of there. Frickin' hell. As well as the many things that Superman himself could have done, like put his frickin' Man of Steel ass hand over his laser eyes, or maybe move his head. And then there's more stupid things like how does laser vision work for a Kryptonian? Can you just move your eyeballs, your irises, or whatever, and it'll follow that? Or is it just like how does it work? Because he could have just been like, even though he's having a hard time moving his head, he could have just been like, look to the right. No, there, Dad. Like, how do the laser eyes work? I don't get it. It just seems so stupid.
Hold on, I'm gonna head downstairs and get food. I think we
Or
have
he
Chinese
could have
and I don't want it to get
started
cold.
the laser beam by looking right and then firing.
I'm gonna go check on food because we got food delivered and I don't know what it is yet, and I want it in my mouth.
I'll keep talking
my
while
face hole.
you're gone because I want to piss on. Yeah, God, frickin' Man of Steel pisses me off. It's just a movie that, like, I don't hate it, and if you like the movie, congrats. Like, I don't care if you like the movie or not. You probably don't care whether I don't like the movie or not. Keep liking what you like. Don't let me stop you. I just freaking get pissed off with that movie. I think a lot of the people, too, that defend it, one of the worst kind of movies in my eyes are the ones that are so obviously pretentious, and it feels like the fan base, including Angry Joe, feels so freaking pretentious with the, like, oh, bringing up these symbolic messages and stuff, and it's like, God, I feel like you're thinking deeper than the actual people who made the movie are thinking. Because it's a Zack Snyder movie, it feels like he's pulling genius out of his ass, thinking he's doing something brilliant. And a lot of his movies feel that way, where it's pretentious, where it's like thinks it's saying something deeper and more meaningful than it actually is. And that movie just pisses me off with that. It's just like so hard to watch because of that stuff. It makes it. I hate especially pretentious movies that think they're deeper than they actually are, and especially when they just don't do it that well. I do think there's probably something there for people, for sure, as there are fans of it, but God, is it hard. I can see also why it's such a divisive film, just like The Last Jedi. Yeah, I'm making it the equivalent of that, because that is also a very divisive film too. And Last of Us Part 2 is also a very divisive game. I think when something's that freaking divisive, there's definitely problems. There are definitely problems with it, because otherwise, I don't think there would be, and especially with how many have been brought up. There's also the truck scene where I thought Clark Kent was actually going to be responsible and not be a jerk. He was standing up for someone that didn't deserve the bullying or whatever at the time, and then he just frickin' impales the crap out of the dude's truck anyways, out of revenge. It's like, that's not my Superman. That Superman's a jerk. Who is this frickin' asshole? He has moments, too, where he does kind of sound like he's doing a Christopher Reeves, but it's very few in between as well. He barely saves people during the fight scene. Shazam movie even showed frickin' his character, Captain Marvel, finding a way to get the main villain, out of a populated area to fight. And yet Superman couldn't do that. Also, the fact that they help out, freaking the actor, I don't like, frickin' Russell Crowe. I'm not a fan of Russell Crowe. And he's just not Jor-El. As well as, like, I do admittedly think the Krypton perspective of Krypton is kind of cool. But it probably reminds me too much of Avatar. The one with the blue cat people for some reason. I think it's because of the vehicles and all that crap. It kind of looks like something out of either Star Wars or Avatar. It just kind of feels generic. Or maybe like something like Thor, I don't know. It just doesn't stand out to me. And, man, they couldn't at least save one or two Kryptonians and try to convince them to frickin' be good guys and to help them out. Like, they couldn't do that. Instead, they frickin' killed all of them, which also adds to how stupid getting upset over General Zod's death is. I mean, why should you? Now that you realize that he's the killer of your parents and that he's trying to kill the people of Earth, it's like, why would you have any kind of sympathy for him? Like, there's even plot holes Angry Joe didn't think about, or even Nostalgia Critic didn't think about that I'm bringing up here. It's like, there's so many avenues things can go that it's just so stupid. And even though the action is freaking awesome, it takes such a slog and ridiculous amount of time. I don't even like freaking Kevin Costner is not right for the role. His whole death scene was freaking dumb as hell too. There's so many ways around that. It was just like, what the frick? It's just the fact that you're looking at a movie and you're like, okay, there's like 1,000,001 ways out of this or around this and that. And when you're constantly doing that in multiple parts of the movie you're watching, I think there's some clear problems with your movie when you're almost constantly doing that. Not always doing it, but when you're doing it enough that you start to take notice. And it's something that people still talk about today, like I'm doing now. It's just freaking ridiculous. And you would hope that the next couple movies, they try to take an interesting concept of being like, oh, Superman going to court for the destruction he caused and all this, and you must face judgment from humanity. And they bring in, of course, Doomsday way too early, and they do the whole Batman Returns thing where they fight. Batman's got cool fight scenes in that frickin' movie. Frick that movie. God. And I already talked about it. Jesse Eisenberg is just too over the top, and he kind of feels like the Joker playing Lex Luthor. Or like he's supposed to be playing Lex Luthor, but it's the Joker somehow. He looks like Carrot Top, his frickin' hair. It's frickin' ridiculous. His voice is way too high. When I think of Lex Luthor usually has like a deep, menacing voice, where like Clancy Brown really lended to that. But goddamn, his voice is really high, and his writing was frickin' terrible. Even when I saw him there bald, giving frickin' Deathstroke orders, or meeting up with Deathstroke. It was freaking goofy to me. I just couldn't take it seriously. It just looked dumb. But yeah, I jumped to Superman v Batman because frick Man of Steel. It's just when you're like I was saying, when you're watching that freaking movie, and there are multiple times throughout the movie that you're just thinking to yourself, why couldn't you do this, or why couldn't you do that, or why couldn't you do this? And there's like 1,000,001 ways around all these different things multiple times throughout the movie. You know you got something wrong with this movie. And then of course I talked about how freaking pretentious feeling because of Zack Snyder the movie feels, as well as the fan base feels very pretentious too whenever they talk about it. It's like one of the most pretentious freaking superhero films ever, and it's freaking annoying. I don't think that Man of Steel is necessarily a bad film. Once again, 6, 7 out of 10. Honestly, give it 6. But like, it's got too many problems for me to overlook, and it's one of the only movies Josh will fall asleep during before it even gets to the action. He fell asleep while I was rewatching it with him. He fell asleep in the middle of it. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. The freaking movie's boring until we finally get the freaking action, which is too short-lived anyways, and not really worth it. The movie just feels way too freaking pretentious once again. I'm using that word too much, but it truly is. You can tell too with the freaking like certain scenes, like him doing the cross arms thing while floating through space, or the way that's shot, or the scene where he's drowning in nothing but skulls in that vision while Zod looks down on him. Like, you can tell even in the cinematography and such, it's freaking trying to be artistic and pretentious, and it's like, frick off. I hate it. Freaking hate it. God. Freaking annoying film. Anyways, Superman v Batman freaking sucks too. Batman, other than him killing people, but then I guess you can say, hey, Batman has killed people, and not only the Michael Keaton stuff, but it is a different interpretation of Batman, though I prefer him when he's not killing people. But he's a good Batman. I'm genuinely surprised by and he has chemistry with Wonder Woman, by the way. Freaking love him and Wonder Woman, Ben Affleck and her. I would love to see them, get together. Wink. But that's never going to happen. But yeah, whenever they interact off of one another, they ironically have chemistry, where Henry Cavill's just a freaking flat slate. Like, you can kind of write him out and be like, hey, can this be a Wonder Woman Batman film? Can it be Batman versus Wonder Woman? Or something else other than versus? Batman and Wonder Woman Love and Thunder. Because they'll be thundering the bedroom with some love. Or at least that's what the bedroom will sound like, is thunder, after they're done. No, but God, that frickin' movie, like, we did a competition where it's like, I wonder which person's worst movie is, worse. And I was like, Revenge of the Fallen. We didn't even finish that movie. And you were like, Superman v Batman. I was like, I'd rather watch Revenge of the Fallen, honestly. It is racist, and it does have some really stupid stuff in it. But at least there's some fun stuff. I couldn't, even finally when they do fight each other. Well, other than the warehouse fighting scene, which Batman's still killing people, which is really cool. That movie's freaking so stupid and all over the place and boring. And some of the freaking performances are terrible, other than Batman. And then they throw Doomsday way too early. That's obvious, but honestly, with a film that freaking terrible all around, I don't care. I don't think the Doomsday thing actually hurts nearly as much as it used to. It's honestly just a freaking splinter and not the rat from TMNT, but it's a
Yeah, rats are
splinter in
cool.
all of the freaking terribleness of that movie. Just goddamn, and then no like ultimate edition, because I know there's a lengthier edition of the movie, is gonna frickin' save it for me, as well as the Justice League with the Zack Snyder cut. Like, not bad, but still pretentious, and don't care, because I don't care about this universe of characters, honestly. So I'm just not invested. But even in Justice League, like, thanks for the freaking upper lip CGI and that. God, frick. God, that movie was freaking terrible too. He's like so bad in that. And I still don't see that Lois Lane as Lois Lane. Frick. I don't see their chemistry either. Freaking awful. Freaking terrible. Henry Cavill sadly just got really terrible role. I liked him better as Geralt of Rivia, and even they screwed him over on that. And he seems like a really cool guy. I love that he's a gamer and that he speaks for the fandoms and such. He's actually a really chill dude. I just wish that his Superman was written and directed freaking better. But he wasn't. He was sadly stuck with all this pretentious crap around him. And it's just like, God, what the frick was going on here? So many dumb things going on here. I don't think I want to talk anymore about these. He has a cameo in Shazam, he has a cameo in Black Adam. Don't care, they're pointless. The end. I like his costume, and that's it. The end. I never saw him as Superman. I freaking hate those goddamn movies. They're some of the most... God, and I think that's like Man of Steel leading up to Justice League and Superman v Batman is when I just dropped off the whole Superman anything. I was just like, I'm done. I can't be bothered. There is the Lois and Superman series, or whatever the frick it's called, that's part of the CW. That's an excellent show. And I think that guy is a way better Superman. He should have been in the movies, honestly. Those movies. But, yeah. I honestly can't remember much from that show.
Superman and Lois, that's what it's called.
Yeah, Superman and Lois. I honestly don't remember much from that show, other than, like, Lex Luthor and some of the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover stuff and all that. Other than that, like, that's where I dropped off with Superman. I was like, what? Like, I was just done with Superman stuff. I kind of vaguely paid attention to that and was like, can I go watch some Batman instead? Hell, I'll watch some Flash. Even if it has Ezra. Sorry, I can't say his name without gagging. But yeah, like, God, it's kind of like maniacal cinephile whenever he tries to say Mark Wahlberg. But yeah, like, I just dropped off Superman stuff after that, and now we got an anime. Oh, I should briefly mention Super Pets. Good show. The movie. Yeah, it's just cheesy kids thing. So
it was right.
The Rock was apparently Superman. I didn't notice. He's also a dickhead nowadays. A selfish one at that, which sucks because he seemed like such a cool guy forever, and then suddenly Black Adam, he's a dickhead. But yeah, now the freaking anime, the recent freaking anime. You have anything to say on that, Dave? Because I have not seen it yet, actually. I've
Not
seen
really.
clips from it.
I desperately want to,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
lazy.
I saw clips from it. I hope Lois Lane in that is of age, because I was about to say she's kind of.
Oh, what are you talking about, bro?
Baddie. It's just that she's really small in that show. Look at her next to
yeah.
freaking Clark. She's freaking short as hell.
Superman.
But she's short. She's like almost a child size. Okay.
No.
She's kind of a baddie, though.
Facts. She's
That's
a veteran reporter at the Daily Planet.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
she's
yeah, that's
definitely
true.
not 17.
Yeah. But if I was 17 and she was 17 and I called her a baddie. Oh, whatever. No, but yeah, I can't wait to watch that. Do you know what that's on, by the way?
I don't
Is that on
remember.
HBO?
Probably just Paramount. Or no, not Paramount. It's probably
HBO.
on Max.
Max. That's right, it's no longer HBO. Frick them. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. That'll be cool. And then my Superman knowledge will be complete, kind of, because I do need to rewatch Smallville and everything else so that I can have a clearer memory. I do own at least the first season. I almost picked up another Smallville season today, but I decided not to. Because it was the 7th season and I only have like the first or so. And I was like, that's a bit late in the game, in the show. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I had a replacement villain, too, that I prefer, if it wasn't Brainiac, it would probably just straight up be Darkseid. Because Darkseid's freaking dope. But he's also more of a Justice League villain now because of his freaking power level. And he's ridiculous, and he always fights the Justice League now. So, I think if I were to replace him with another villain, just because of that, it would probably be... Also, I hated when Superman in one of the versions basically became a god. Freaking hate that.
1 million?
Yeah, I hate that version of Superman. Freaking hate when
just
somebody's like...
alternate far future.
Yeah. He just wasn't very interesting, and he was just overpowered as hell. It was freaking boring.
I mean, that was kind of the idea, is just that it's like a ultra utopian future.
Yeah. But, like, Lovecraftian monsters are freaking powerful as hell. And, they're interesting, because they got freaking amazing lore and
they're the
stuff.
bad guys.
Yeah, they're the bad guys, too, yeah. Also, I'd probably either choose Mongol or Parasite. No, Bizarro. I would choose Bizarro. Bizarro's just fun. The reason I'd say Mongol is I love the situations that the Justice League and such get involved with, and especially Superman with Mongol. And I love Parasite. He's always has different designs to him, and he's always a very kind of frightening villain for Superman because he can drain your goddamn powers. And he's literally a parasite. I always had a nickname for him, and it's an obvious ass nickname, the freaking Purple People Eater. I always thought was fitting for him. But yeah, and Metallo is freaking. I love the Metallo in DC Universe Online. By the way, that version of him looks really cool. But yeah, and I'm going to probably play some DC Universe Online for the channel at some point. I'm probably going to do the Legends PvP, because I can actually play as Superman there, or a Superman villain. So that'll work for the Superman thing. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty sure my character's dressed up as a Batman character. Batman looking ass. Like usual. Unless I make a new character that can have Superman-esque features and such. So I could probably do that. I'll see about that. Anyways, I'll fool around with that. I think there's not much else to talk about. Yeah, I think we already mentioned who our favorite Supermans are.
Yeah.
It's Dean
Upcoming
Cain.
movie. Have you seen the chest
Oh,
of the
yes,
suit and everything?
yes. I have not seen the suit yet. I've seen the actors only.
They posted a picture of just like the chest of the suit.
Yeah, I know that guy. Who is that? He is so freaking familiar. Now that I've seen his freaking face. What else is he from? I gotta look him up. But yeah, I recognize the dude playing Superman. He definitely him for Superman over Henry Cavill any day. Frick Henry Cavill. And frick Angry Joe. I used to absolutely love freaking Angry Joe. And then he started attacking.
And then you stopped freaking
not only his audience. Shut up. His audience, but he started attacking other YouTubers, even if the YouTubers deserved it. And I know I come at YouTubers too, but shut up. No, but with that, it's just like I don't come at them in that way. That's like trying to be super disgusting and nasty like some school bully. I don't come at them in that way. I point out what I don't like that they're saying, make an analysis of it, and sometimes call them an asshole here and there. But most of the time I'm jokingly, or they legitimately piss me off, so I call them that because they piss me off with the stupid things I do. With them, it's like they're just attacking people for the sake of attacking them, and because they don't like their opinions, so they have to silence them. They think they have to silence them. And then they come up with stuff like thinking they're better than them because I remember the one time where he's like, oh, you make a video on me saying this stuff. Well, I'm not going to stoop to that level. I'm going to be the bigger man here, even though ironically, and he's known as the king of hypocrisy now, he is being just freaking that. He's doing the equivalent of that in stupid comments. You don't need to make a video. You've already done the stupid stuff. He repeats himself so much. He's just abuses his power in a dickish way. Even if you don't like what that person is saying, that is not the way you approach things. He's even backtracked on things because he's been proven so wrong on certain things and looked like a complete hypocrite and fool. It is freaking ridiculous. And there's even times where I feel like his channel's become a lie and he's sided with these microtransaction corporate monsters from time to time. And unless I see change or him actually like going against that stuff again, or truly showing that he's standing up for what his name originally was meant for, destined for, he's just not learning anything in my eyes. He's just he's regressing rather than progressing. He's going backwards rather than forwards. It's just funny when you think about it, because there's so many, just like Superman, there's so many great characters with great character development that actually learn from their flaws and such. And they're fictional characters. If freaking Angry Joe, this real life person, can't do that same thing and learn from their flaws, or even admit they have flaws in the first place, or even see that they have them, that's freaking embarrassing when a freaking fictional character is one-upping you, and not just one, but multiple. Even the villains are freaking have better character development at this point. The fact that they probably learn more from their mistakes because they become better villains in the next issue of their comic books. They actually learn, oh wait, that plan didn't freaking work, so here's this. And sometimes it is a more deadly situation that puts the superhero in a freaking ridiculous area. Or, I already used the word situation, so situation again. I was trying to avoid saying situation, but I didn't know what else the word.
Well, that's what the situation was, so.
Yeah, in the situation of the situation, that is a situation.
I'm gonna situate these nuts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna situate these nuts on your face.
Shut up. I look forward to these nuts of steel. Look forward. Yeah, choke on it. No, I won't go that far. I look forward to the new Superman movie. I hope they have more cool things in return for Superman in the future. Hopefully, Superman game that's done right this time.
You know what I'm excited about?
No, actually, don't give us that because then Angry Joe would be happy, and I don't want that.
Put in DLC costumes.
Give him a bunch of Batman suits just to piss him off more.
Make it a looter shooter.
Oh boy.
Alright, so Lex Luthor in the new movie, Nicholas Hoult. I'm so excited for him.
Oh, interesting.
It's like I saw he was on an interview just like yesterday or the day before, where he was talking about how specifically like he had read All-Star Superman, and there was this one scene with Lex Luthor where he was like bragging about how he worked for all of his muscles and whatever. So because of that, he started like trying to bulk up some for the movie too.
Yeah.
That's something that's a good sign.
Yeet. Well, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Nathan Fillion should be there a little bit too.
Sweet. Love Nathan Fillion.
I believe it's saying he's supposed to be Guy Gardner.
Yee.
Also,
the name of the dude who playing Lex?
Nicholas Hoult, Hoult.
I've heard that. Oh, isn't that the guy who plays Beast?
I think so, yes.
And he's also Renfield in the Renfield movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what else.
That guy's pretty smart.
The Menu, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yep. He was in that. Whoops. Okay.
Nosferatu!
Really? Ironically, I tried to click on his name and then it switched over to Nicolas Cage and I clicked on his name instead on exit. Which, speaking of which, there was going to be a Tim Burton Superman with Nicolas Cage. I kind of want to see that now. I don't
Lex
think...
also played Tolkien.
Okay.
Let's see.
Tolkien Club? No. But,
I don't know what the...
Oh, yes, the movie Tolkien. I watched that. I thought it was okay, but they did get certain things, or leave out certain things about Tolkien that they probably shouldn't have, but whatever. It was okay otherwise.
Let's see, what was Superman in...
Superman.
Oh, he's going to be in Twisters.
Oh, okay. Yeet.
Which, that is weird that I'm interested in that.
I am not really. But it's weird that it's happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me send you right now.
There's no Bill Paxton. No, I'm just kidding. You don't need Bill Paxton for that. But still. No Bill Paxton.
Let me send you the first look at this suit. Wait a minute.
Okay. I think that's...
What?
Oh. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with Superman. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. And answer the questions. Who's your favorite Superman? What's your favorite Superman villain? What is your favorite Superman comic book series, even? And what is your favorite super suit, I guess? I'm not talking about the ones from The Incredibles. Which, honestly, that the one character that makes the super suits, I can't remember her freaking name off the top of my head again, but she would be pissed off at Superman. Just because he's wearing a goddamn cape. But yeah, hope we get to see some really cool stuff with Superman in the future. Like, it'll probably get me back into Superman, and the stuff I'm doing now with Superman-related stuff is kind of getting me back on board. So,
Yeah.
I can't wait for the future of Super Ham. I mean, man. You're fired. But this was Tam signing off with Dave from Dead Channel, also signing
vibing,
off.
Bro.
And yeah, I don't know what else. I don't think there is anything else to talk about. We could go into comic books, but honestly, like, I wouldn't be able to. There's too many series within the comics, and I wouldn't be able to pick, just like I did with the shows. I wouldn't be able to pick out specific stuff. But yeah, there's tons that could be talked about there. Maybe there could be a future video for that, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm mostly focused on getting some good old games with Superman in them, or at least Superman-related stuff in them, and so on. And we will see you next time. Have an awesome day or night, wherever you are in the world. And yes, just like Markiplier, bye-bye!
Bye-bye!